Alright, yo, it's Zay. I'm finna show y'all how to make loops or melodies for Lil Baby. Kinda like that dark piano type shit he be using a lot in his music. I'm gonna be breaking down this loop that I made real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all listen to that. Alright, so yeah, y'all get the idea of what I'm trying to go for. So I'm gonna just show y'all how I made the piano part. I'm gonna be breaking down each part of the loop by itself and show y'all what I did. And yeah. Alright, so first thing I did is I went to Contact and I got this piano called The Gentleman. Just a regular piano. So the first thing I did is I laid down some chords. Well, I really laid down the bass notes first. I'm a C-sharp minor, so I just laid this little bass line down real quick, and I really just build your chords off of it. Alright, so after that, I kind of just basically like I got my idea of what I wanted to do with the melody. I really just added like extra notes in there to fill in the chords. So yeah, I put them little keys right there, and then I just copied it over again, and then all I really did is I just changed up the second half. I just added a little top melody to make it sound different and not boring on the second half. Another thing I also did was I messed around with the velocities to make it sound like more realistic, I guess. I also strummed it out to like where it's not all hitting on the same like line or whatever. Cause when you play a piano regularly, it's not gonna be like, you're not gonna be hitting it perfect. So that's all I did for the piano. I also added a second piano, same preset, all that. I just pushed it up an octave. Yeah, so y'all get the idea. Now I'm gonna show y'all what effects I added to my piano. First thing I added was this fat filter, and all I did was took out some of the low end, some of the low mids, and boosted the highs. This is what it sounds like without it. And then this is what it sounds like with it on. All it really did is kind of take out like the low end, and I boosted the high so you can like hear the piano more clear, I guess. Next thing I added was this RC20. I added some noise, then I put this distortion on it to kind of like makes it louder. I added some reverb, left this magnet with the width. I put it to 131 so it's more wider. Now this is what it sounds like with all the effects on it now. So the next thing I added was this accent from Bass One and Pilgrim Black Magic one-shot kit. It's called Fader Accent. This is what it sounds like with the piano. I did a couple of things on here. All I did was add a EQ, just taking out all the unnecessary low end that I don't need, and take out the highs, because the original noise has white noise in it, so I ain't want none of that. Like this one I'm talking about. So you hear the difference. Then I added a pan man just so it's panning left and right. and I turned it down a little bit on the mix. I also added this RC20. I put some distortion on there just to make it louder, put some space on there, left the magnet the same. I turned it up a little bit actually. Then I put the width at 151 just to give it a more wider sound. And this is what it sounds like all together with the effects on. Next, I added this other accent from Bass One and Pilgrim One Shot Kit. It's called the bend accent, and this is what it sounds like. I use the same exact effect change I used on the fader accent, so I don't gotta go too much into detail about that one. So far this is what we got. Next, I added this bell from KBZ One Shot Kit. I'll let y'all listen to that real quick. I get the idea, it's the same pattern over and over again. These melodies is not hard at all, it's really just repeating themselves with like a few changes here and there. So a good tip for these type of melodies, a lot of people use strings. I just decided to go with a bell, just to change it up. So when making these type of melodies, a good tip is to just find a good bounce. You don't even gotta lay down the melody, all you gotta do is figure out the bounce. So all I did for this one was just do this, and this is what it sounded like. After I had that down, all I really had to do was just find out where to put each note, and that's how I got this. So all I did for the effects on this one was just add an EQ. I just took down some of the mids, and that was really it. I added another EQ just to take out some of the lows, boost up some of the highs. The fuck? And then I added this RC20. I just turned up some of the distortion. Then I added some space, which is just reverb. I took the width to 152 just to give it a more wider sound. And then right here at the EQ, I took out a lot of the highs and a little bit of the lows. So now it sounds like this. Then I added this other bell from KBZ One Shot Kit. And all this really doing is just adding a little bit extra to that little melody with the bells. So that's what it sounds like. And then for this one, I added a little bit more effects to it. I added this Pro EQ3 just to take out some of the lows. I added this Valhalla Vintage Verb just to give more reverb. Threw on this RC20, turned up the distortion to make it louder, also to distort it. Turned the width knob out to 173. Took out a lot of the highs with the EQ, and then I added this fruity delay, and you could barely hear, it's just kind of like sitting in the background. So all together, it really sounded like this now. Last thing I added was this bass called the Growler bass. I honestly don't remember where I got it from. I just know that I got it from a drum kit. And I just laid down the bass line to match the root notes, and this is what it sounds like. For the mixing, I didn't even do anything. I just turned this mono knob all the way up just to make it mono. And then I went to the master and then I added this fruity parametric EQ. All I did was boosted some of the highs, and that was really it. So that's basically the whole loop. There's not really a lot to it. These type of loops ain't really hard to make. They're really simple. Just don't do too much, but don't do too little, if that makes sense. So this is what the full loop sound like. beats to this loop. Like I said, these hoes ain't hard to make at all. They probably the simplest melodies you can make. But y'all make sure y'all comment, subscribe, like, share this bitch, do all that little bullshit. Found me putting this loop in the bundle kits I got dropping with my nigga Cardi and my nigga Blue. Y'all be sure to look out for that. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching.